Daily life in a Viking village was busy and heavily focused on survival and community cooperation. The primary occupation for most Vikings was farming, as their society relied on the land for sustenance. They cultivated a variety of crops such as barley, rye, oats, and vegetables like cabbage, beans, and peas. Livestock was also essential, with cows, sheep, goats, pigs, and chickens being common. These animals provided meat, milk, cheese, wool, and eggs, playing a critical role in their diet and economy. Housing and living arrangements. Viking families lived in longhouses, which were long, narrow buildings made of wood, stone, or turf, with roofs thatched with straw or covered with sod. These structures were designed to accommodate extended families, and sometimes even included space for animals during harsh weather. The interior of a longhouse was a single, large room divided by wooden partitions or hangings for privacy. The central hearth, or fire pit, provided warmth and a place for cooking. Smoke from the fire escaped through a hole in the roof, giving the longhouse a distinctive, smoky atmosphere. Daily chores and responsibilities. The daily chores in a Viking village were divided by gender, although everyone contributed to the community's well-being. Men typically worked in the fields, plowing, sowing, and harvesting crops. They also hunted, fished, and engaged in trading or raiding expeditions, depending on the season and circumstances. Skills in blacksmithing, carpentry, and boat building were also highly valued, with some men specializing in these trades to support the village. Women played a crucial role in managing the household. They were responsible for preparing food, which involved grinding grain to make flour, baking bread, and cooking meals over the open hearth. They also processed dairy products, preserved meat and fish, and brewed ale. In addition to food preparation, women were skilled in spinning, weaving, and sewing, producing the textiles needed for clothing and household items. They managed the household finances and ensured that the family's needs were met throughout the year. Children were integral to the daily routine, helping with age-appropriate tasks. Younger children might gather firewood, fetch water, and help care for animals. As they grew older, they took on more responsibilities, such as assisting in the fields, learning trades, and participating in household chores. Education was informal, with skills and knowledge passed down through hands-on experience and oral tradition. Community and social structure. The cooperative lifestyle of the Viking village extended beyond individual households. Villagers often worked together on large projects, such as building longhouses, barns, and boats, or during communal activities like harvesting and festivals. Social gatherings were common, fostering a strong sense of community. Feasts, games, storytelling, and music were important aspects of Viking culture, providing entertainment and reinforcing social bonds. Viking society was hierarchical, with a clear social structure. At the top were the nobles, or jarls, who owned large farms and held significant power. Below them were the freemen, or carls, who were the farmers, craftsmen, and traders. At the bottom were the thralls, or slaves, who performed the most labor-intensive tasks. Despite these distinctions, the community's survival depended on the contributions of all its members. Seasonal activities. The rhythm of daily life in a Viking village was heavily influenced by the seasons. Spring and summer were busy times for planting, tending crops, and repairing buildings and tools. Summer was also the season for raiding and trading voyages, with many men setting sail for distant lands to acquire goods, wealth, and resources. Autumn was the time for harvesting, preserving food for the winter, and preparing for the colder months. Winter, although less demanding in terms of farming, was still busy with tasks like caring for livestock, repairing equipment, and engaging in indoor crafts and trades. Cultural and spiritual life. Spiritual beliefs and practices were woven into the fabric of daily life. The Vikings worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses, with rituals and offerings made to ensure favorable outcomes in farming, weather, and health. Norse mythology, with its rich tales of gods, giants, and heroes, was a significant part of their cultural heritage, passed down through generations by skalds, poets, and storytellers. In conclusion, daily life in a Viking village was a complex blend of farming, craftsmanship, household management, and community cooperation. Every member of the society had a role to play, and their collective efforts ensured their survival and prosperity in a challenging and often harsh environment. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content about the Norse civilization.